I was a youth leader of a interdenominational drama team. And then we met weekly, and at this place we always had food because it was right after school. And there were some young people who came simply because they didn't have enough to eat. So I started buying food for them and trying to get it to them without others knowing, so their honor would be protected. And then they started telling their neighbors and friends. And then it was in the trunk of my car with my 3 children that we did this. We'd deliver, or they'd come to the location where we had our meeting, and then Grace Bible opened up their doors. And I remember telling Pastor Eddie, you know, Pastor Eddie, having an actual room, maybe we can get food to as many as 20 families. And in a month, we were at 70 families, and I still remember his face saying, how are we going to pay for this? After 2 years of doing it, I realized that was my ministry. This is what we look forward to. It's what drives us to do what we do, get enough food out there, is when we see these folks. And if it wasn't for our being out there, we wouldn't get to know who they were. We wouldn't get to talk to them, to fellowship with them, to pray for them. We wouldn't get any of that. Feed My Sheep is so much more than just food. It's fellowship, it's friendship, it's a time when we get to spend time with people we would never see otherwise. When they first come, they don't know what to expect. In fact, some of them come in with an attitude or have their guard up because they really don't expect to be treated with dignity and respect that they deserve. And so many of these homeless guys that people don't even realize are human beings. You talk to them, and the majority are just the sweetest, nicest people. We know that, and they know that we know that, and we love them, and that helps them. Financial support is huge. Even though we do amazing things with the money we receive, only 3% goes towards administration. It's still always a challenge to have enough money to pay for all of our needs, maintenance of the trucks, staffing. If we didn't have our staff, there's no way we could do what we do. And then, of course, just purchasing the food that we need that is beyond what we get from other sources. Our dream is to, and I believe it's happening soon, is to have another place where we can actually do some farming of our own. So we need more land, we need people who can work the farm, and then our dream beyond that is to take some of these guys off the street and put them in a house, some farmhouses, and they work the farm. We've always had that desire to grow our own food so that we'd have a sustainable source of food. And HCNS has been part of that vision since 2005. They've been amazingly generous to us and have been helping us. And Rick Vollner, who is the executive director of HCNS, is on our advisory board, and he's always done everything he can to help us. So he was watching for properties that would be good for us. And then when this one came to his mind and they no longer needed it, he made sure that we were the ones who got to use it. So they've given us a lease that doesn't cost us anything. And we might be the only lease they have that there's no money involved.
The thing is, none of us are farmers. We're people with a desire and a vision to see people fed, and to see people on their own. What we've been doing in the space we've been doing is always been just an amazing journey of faith, because there's been so many days where a big monkey wrench gets thrown at you and you do not know how you're going to get through it. We stopped trying to think too far down the road and just became dependent for each moment.
Will we really be able to do what I think we're going to be able to do is my biggest question mark. I don't know how that's going to happen, but if I heard that from God, I know it's going to happen somewhere, somehow. Because every time God gives a new vision, a new desire, a new plan, He doesn't tell you a whole lot about what's down the road. He tells you to take that first step. And it takes courage to take those steps without knowing the end result.
And this property, what I see in the potential of it, and this has been cane forever. What else can you grow here? What else can you do here? Is there something that will only make sense once we start clearing that cane out, finding the soil, and then the next big opportunity comes up that we're finally ready for.